A mother opens her door at 3 a.m. Masked men in black, no warrant. They drag her 19-year-old son from his bed. She screams his name. By sunrise, he's gone. No arrest record, no lawyer, just gone. Over the last decade, 45,000 Venezuelans have vanished exactly like this. Taken by government forces, swallowed into a system designed to make people disappear. Where did they go? Why does the world stay silent? And who benefits from pretending this isn't happening? Hello, I'm Danny, and this is 5 Fact of History. They're called SEBIN, Venezuela's secret police, and they operate like the Stasi on steroids. They don't arrest, they disappear. 3 a.m. raids, unmarked SUVs, faces covered, automatic weapons. They target students who organize protests, journalists who exposed corruption, teachers who criticize the government, anyone who threatens Nicolas Maduro's grip on power. 2017, 5,000 detained during protests. 2019, 9,000 arbitrary detentions. Torture in 80% of cases. 2024, opposition wins election, Maduro refuses to concede. 2,000 arrested in 2 weeks. But those numbers only count people who were eventually released. The 45,000 weren't. They went somewhere else. El Helicoide, originally a shopping mall, now SEBIN's torture headquarters in central Caracas. Former detainees describe cells with no windows, no toilets, no beds, just concrete covered in waste and blood, screaming that haunts them years later. One survivor was held 47 days. When released, he couldn't remember his phone number. "They wanted me to forget I was human," he said, and they almost succeeded. The torture is systematic. Beatings, electric shocks to genitals, waterboarding, sexual violence, mock executions, starvation. But torture in Venezuela isn't about intelligence, it's about terror. Breaking people so completely they become walking warnings to everyone else. And who trained them? Cuba's intelligence services. Russia provided the surveillance technology. China sold the riot gear. The same equipment crushing Hong Kong protests now crushes Caracas. All reporting to one man, Nicolas Maduro, a former bus driver turned dictator who built this system to ensure no one can challenge him. So if 45,000 people disappeared, if the UN documented crimes against humanity, why doesn't the world care? Oil. Venezuela has the world's largest reserves. China, Russia, Turkey, Iran all have stakes. They won't risk it for human rights. Geopolitics. Russia uses Venezuela as a foothold in Latin America. China loaned $60 billion they'll never see back. Both veto UN action. Ideology. Parts of the international left still defend Maduro as anti-imperialist, even as the bodies pile up. And propaganda works. Maduro calls protesters terrorists, claims journalists fabricate stories. Just enough people believe him. Meanwhile, families live in hell. Mothers like Susana, whose son vanished in 2014. 11 years searching. She's 71 now. Time is running out. The Venezuelan government calls them victims of their imagination, but they keep showing up with photographs of their missing loved ones, knowing it could get them disappeared too. So where did the 45,000 go? Some are in black sites, hidden, broken but alive. Some are in unmarked graves the government will never acknowledge. Some were dropped from helicopters into the Caribbean. No body, no crime. Some were smuggled to Cuba, political prisoners, held where even lawyers can't reach them. But most, we'll never know. That's the point, to create a terrifying void that warns everyone else. This is what happens when you resist. You vanish, as if you never existed. But history has a long memory. Pinochet faced justice, so did Milosevic, so did Argentina's generals. One day, Venezuela will be free, The files will be unsealed, the black sites excavated. The world will see exactly what happened. Until then, we remember. We speak their names. We refuse to let 45,000 Venezuelans be erased from existence. Because silence is what Maduro wants, and we won't give him that victory. Thank you for watching 5 Facts of History. Share this. These stories only matter if people know. Like, subscribe, and help us uncover the truths the world tries to forget.